All righty, so at least we got the picture right. Yeah, this thing, it just never works the way it works when you're practicing. But we're live. Pre-race ceremonies have concluded, and they should be doing the pace laps shortly here, and we'll get this race underway. If you find yourself in the channel today, please say hello. How are you? And we'll go from there. Should be a good race in Phoenix today. We had some weather down my way. I'm about 4 hours south of the Raceway, but it apparently hasn't affected Phoenix. I looked on weather.com, and it looks like it's going to be a nice day with a very little chance of rain, but you never know with the NASCAR boys. They usually bring that rain with them, but we'll see. The race should get started here shortly. On the pole today, you've got Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick will be starting to his outside likely, and Hamlin and Larson will make up the next two positions on the grid. Phoenix is going to be the site of the NASCAR Championship this year, so this is an important race for these drivers because they're going to learn, what their car can do at this track, and it could become very important in the last race of the season at Phoenix Raceway. If you happen to be at the track today watching the race, please check in here with Valhalla Sports Talk. Let us know how it's going, what you're seeing. It's also a good way. You tune into our page here, you don't have to buy one of those trackside scanners. You can just check us out and see what's going on at the race from here at Valhalla Sports Talk. Let's go ahead and bring up our running order here so you folks can understand what's going on. So that's set up. They're about to give the order to start engines. Some bonus coverage today on the second TV. I'm going to have the Lakers game on, another team that Valhalla Sports Talk follows. So if you have any questions about the Laker game and you happen to be at the track, let me know, and I'll look up there and let you know what's going on, what score is, and all that stuff. So we're in the fourth race of the 2020 NASCAR season. As I mentioned, your starting lineup for today, I'll go through the top 10 at least. You got Chase Elliott sitting on the pole today with Kevin Harvick starting second. Hamlin starts third. Larson and Blaney are in fourth and fifth, with Amarola and Busch sixth and seventh. And Bowman, Matt D'Ambietto, and Kyle Busch rounds out the top 10. So a little bit of everything up there in the top 10. It starts Chevy, Ford, Toyota. So we should get a battle amongst the manufacturers today. In their little promo for the telecast, they're talking about the heat is on in Phoenix. Not like it usually is. I think it's probably about 60 degrees, but it looks like it's a beautiful day up there. As I mentioned, we had some weather today, so I was concerned because NASCAR brings the rain, it seems like, but looks like we're going to get this thing going. If you find yourself in the chat today, again, please say hello. That's what makes this fun, is interacting with other NASCAR fans. This is obviously Valhalla Sports Talk is a Kevin Harvick fan channel, I guess you could call it. So that's kind of who we wrote for, but that doesn't mean that everyone isn't welcome. As I mentioned before, Phoenix will be the track where the championship is determined this year. That last race of the season will be here later in the year. Kevin Harvick, of course, is going for that 10th win at Phoenix, so he's pretty much dominated at this track over the years. So we hope he gets number 10 today. We've got some new features we've added to the channel today, so we hope to try all them out. Put a little background music on here while we wait for these guys to get started. Let that play out a little bit. They're currently in commercial. Like I said, the command to start engines has occurred already. Should be getting underway here shortly. Just a quick check for our stream's health here to make sure everything's good to go. We're currently looking pretty good, so I think we're ready to go. Gotta figure out why when we go live every time there's always some kind of an issue with graphics popping up that aren't supposed to be there or whatever, but we'll figure it out as we go along. This is our 10th, I think it's the 10th live stream that we've done, so I think we've come a long way since we started here, and we'll try to make it better every time. Try to make it better every time. Seems like the prohibitive favorites today, they were talking about that earlier, was that Harvick didn't have this thing sewn up. It was probably going to be Kyle Busch that was competing for this win here too. So we'll see. That's why we watch the races, right? Quick check of the old social media feeds. I didn't put out anything on Twitter or anything today, just kind of curious to see if there are any numbers that are really generated from there or not. So we'll know more after this thing comes out, and we watch it next week, as the numbers go to show how many views we got and everything. But if you find yourself in the channel, please, again, just say hello. Makes it a lot more fun when we got some folks to talk to. They're about to get this thing going. Cars are rolling off pit road as we speak. Nice view from Rattlesnake Hill on the coverage there, showing the turns 3 and 4. Phoenix has changed so much over the last 5 years or so. That whole, what used to be the front stretch, is now gone, and they've moved the start-finish line further down. Almost all the seating is on one side of the track through turns 1 and 2. But still that familiar light blue paint in the walls all the way around Phoenix. You don't see quite as many people on Rattlesnake Hill these days. There used to be a boatload of folks that would go up there because it was a much cheaper ticket, but I think most of the action has moved to the other side of the track in Phoenix there. Currently interviewing Harvick. He's talking about how some of the things they've done to change the track over the years, and one of the things he mentioned was, I think PJ1 they call it, which is like a rubbing compound that they put on the track for better traction. Makes the racing better and makes it a little bit easier to pass. Phoenix is notoriously a difficult track to pass on, but they still do it, so it usually makes for an exciting race. Like I said, this is so huge that the championship's coming back here in late in the season here at the end of the year, and that they're going to race for that final race. It's moved from Homestead to Phoenix. Currently 5 viewers in the stream, so we'd like to welcome everybody to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of today's NASCAR race from Phoenix. Again, as I mentioned before, I will be turning the channel on one of the side TVs to the Laker game as well, so I can watch that. So if you have any questions about the Lakers, just hit me up and I'll tell you what's going on over there. Final trip down pit road for the reporters right now. Yeah, it looks beautiful up there right now in Phoenix. Clear skies, a couple clouds, but a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be today, especially when I woke up and it was raining pretty hard down here. It still is pretty gray outside, so. New thing they've been doing on these on the race coverage is they've been putting heart rate monitors in the cars and then posting them up on the back of the driver's seat so you can see it at home. So the length of the race is 312 laps or 312 miles, 75 laps in stage 1, 115 in stage 2, and 115 in stage 3. Thor the Wonder Dog, just behind the camera, is growling for some reason. We're not really sure why. I think he's dreaming. Or has the hiccups. I'm not sure. You can visibly see the traction compound that they put down on the outside of the corners and the turns. So hopefully that makes for some good racing up here in Phoenix. The pace car is off onto pit road, made a left just in case Milton has checked in already. You're going to let him know. But here we go. We're about to go green at Phoenix. About to go green. Here they come around turn 1 to the green flag, and away they go at Phoenix. Out to the lead early. You got Chase Elliott in that 9 car with Harvick following him closely on the outside. They get settled up. They're about to complete that first lap coming into turn 1. Elliott has the lead. Harvick just behind him. Looks like Harvick wants that spot. Pulls up right on his bumper, goes to the inside. Elliott goes high. No shocker there. That's where he likes to be. Now Harvick goes to the inside to make the pass, gets inside him, gets to his door. They're into turn 3, and they almost get together, so Harvick has to lay off the gas, and that brings up the 42 of Larson on Harvick's inside. So now we've got Elliott in first, Larson in second. Harvick is now in third. We tried to get a little bit too much too early. So Elliott checking out by about 3 car lengths. Larson and Harvick right behind him. Hamlin behind Harvick as well. Lap 3 of 312. Alrighty, so now Hamlin is trying to work over Harvick for third there. He's on the inside, Harvick on the outside. I think Cole Harvick went for a little bit too much too early there. Looks like he wants that spot back right now from Larson. So he goes to his inside, Larson on the outside. Larson used that traction compound to his advantage and maintains the lead. Or maintains second place anyway. Back in 14th and 15th place, you've got Cole Custer battling with the car there. Harvick has managed to get past the 42 of Larson on the outside. Is now going to set his sights on the leader. Currently the top 5, it consists of Elliott in first, Harvick less than a second back, Larson, Hamlin, and Blaney. Stage 1, lap 6 of 75, lap 6 of 312 overall. Hamlin now setting his sights on the 42 of Larson in third. And just can't quite get it done just yet. They're talking about the tires that Goodyear selected for the race today. They supposedly put some tires that get a little wear on them, so that'll make it so that teams have to pit more, and the drivers usually like that because it makes it more competitive. The lead over Harvick, Elliott's lead over Harvick, continues to be over a half a second. Currently stage 1, 9 of 75 at Phoenix. Showing Ryan Blaney in the 12 car. Blaney's pretty happy this week because he just signed a contract extension with his race team. Elliott continues to lead and looks like he's extending that lead on Harvick a little bit. He's almost up to 3/4 of a second. And they go to commercial. Go to commercial in the desert. I'm going to try to get this Laker game up on this other TV here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm back here. I'm back. We continue in commercial break at this time. I'd like to ask folks to hit that subscribe button if you find yourself in the channel today. We appreciate it. It makes us grow a little bit. Get a little bigger in the YouTube game. Quick check in on the Laker game. Lakers and the Clippers. Lakers are 9, Clippers 11, with 7:22 remaining in the first. So a little bonus coverage on Valhalla Sports Talk today. A lot of guys out there that do this, these live streams are doing the Lakers game today. So that's cool. Hopefully we get some NASCAR folks in here. Hopefully we get some NASCAR folks in here. Still in the commercial break for the race. Let's see how they're lining up as they go around. Chase Elliott continues to lead with Harvick in second, Larson in third, and Denny Hamlin in fourth. Harvick's still keeping that lead down to about a half second, so no reason to panic just yet. Currently lap 17 of 75 in stage 1. Seventh place, you got Biento and Bowman going at it. Bowman trying to get past him. Yeah, it just seems like Harvick and Elliott must be evenly matched because that lead just pretty much stays the same, right about a half second. Doesn't even get to like 3/4 of a second most of the time. And 3 and 4, Larson and Hamlin are about the same, except that they're over 2 seconds back at this point. Kyle Busch passing his older brother for 9th. They both love this track in Phoenix here. They're obviously from Las Vegas. Kyle Busch said 3 wins and 29 starts at Phoenix with 11 top 10s. Again, the stages today, it'll be 75 for the first stage, then 115 for the second. and then 122 for the third. So it's a little different than most of the tracks where it's like an even number for each of the stages. This one, because of the race length, they kind of they make it different. So all right, the leaders are starting to get into lap traffic at this point. So good little battle for sixth here. You've got Diambieto and Blaney going at it. Diambieto currently has the advantage. And here we go. The leader is up on lap traffic now. Man, I can't get over how beautiful it looks up there right now. And like I said, I'm about 4 hours south of Phoenix, and 3.5, 4 hours. And it's overcast and gloomy here right now. We just had quite the rain shower and rain in the desert. All right, that battle between Bowman and the 12 car continues, and now we've got 18. Kyle Busch is in there, and he wants some of that action as well. A good little racing out at Phoenix today. Whoa, the 88 almost got into the 12 a couple laps ago, they just showed. Again, if any of you are at the track in Phoenix, please check in on the chat. Let me know how it's going. Looks beautiful up there today. Like a good time. And then let all the other people you're sitting next to that paid $50 for that track scan to tell them where everybody's at. They could have got it for free on YouTube. Kind of. A lot of people get that track scan for their the driver communication, so they can hear the drivers talking to their crew chiefs and stuff. But if you don't have one and you have a favorite driver, I could pretend I'm your driver and let you know what kind of things they're saying, if they're cussing or if they're in a good mood today. Looks like a pretty good crowd up in Phoenix today. All right, Elliott still leads. Harvick's right at the same place. It looks like he's cutting in a little bit, though. He's got it under a half second now. Elliott's has a different set of colors on the car today. I've never seen him with that paint scheme, so it's kind of different. When you see him, I'm not sure if it's him or not. They're showing Kyle Busch about a lap ago. Ooh, he got into the outside wall there. It was a pretty good hit, too. It's not like he got into it just a little bit. They're showing the side of the car now. It's no visible damage, but he did hit it a good lick. Right rear quarter looks like it's got some damage to it. Of course, it's Kyle Busch, so that don't stop him. He's still going forward. He's trying to get a spot from Logano right now, trying to get 9th. And he's on the inside of him, and it just couldn't quite complete the pass. Couldn't quite complete the pass. Elliott continues to lead by about a half second. They're about to go to commercial break. Currently 3 viewers in the chat. Update from the Laker game. Lakers 18, Clippers 18. And Caldwell Pope hits a jumper to put the Lakers up. 3:20 left in the first quarter in that game. On the NASCAR side, we're showing 29 of 312 laps, or 29 of 75 laps in stage 1. Elliott continues to lead, and it looks like he's lengthened that lead a little bit on Harvick now to about 3/4 of a second. Looks like it's been a tough day to pass at Phoenix so far. They kind of just have settled out. So currently as they run, let me get this music off. Currently as they run, Chase Elliott's continuing to lead with Harvick in second, Larson in third, Hamlin in fourth, D'Ambiato in fifth. I know I butcher his name every time. Eric Amarola and Alex Bowman in sixth and seventh, and Blaney and Logano in eighth and ninth, with Kyle Busch in 10th. Currently under a green condition on the track, 30 of 75 laps in stage one, 30 of 312 laps in the race. Looks like we got about a 14-second delay on the stream today, which isn't too bad. Woo, Kyle Busch, they just showed him a couple laps ago, and he has a car that is loose on that back end there. Running them Sports Clips colors on the 18 Toyota today. All right, back to the action here. Harvick is closing in on the bumper of Mr. Elliott right now. Less than 0.3 of a second. A lot of discussions on the track about that PJ1 compound that they put on the outside groove there. Harvick is now within 2 car lengths or so of the number 9 car of Chase Elliott. Harvick rolling with them Jimmy John's colors today on the number 4 Ford Mustang. Hamlin moving on Larson for third and makes the pass. D'Ambiato decides he wants some of that action too, and he moves to the inside as well to try to get that spot too. Chase Elliott coming up on lap traffic, goes to the inside of the traffic with Harvick in his footsteps. Come on, Harvick. Harvick gets past the lapper as well, and the lead to Elliott is about 4 car lengths. I love how after they reconfigured the track in Phoenix on that backside of the track in the dogleg through going into turn 3, those drivers cut way down below the line to make the track a lot shorter. But the hard part is getting back on the track without getting into somebody. Amarola trying to make a move on Larson now and take over 5th place. And it looks like lap traffic is going to come into play there. Real tight for Amarola, and that lapper kind of gets in between the two of them and prevents him from taking over that spot. But there he goes again, down low, trying to take that spot from the 88. The lead from Chase Elliott to Kevin Harvick is down to less than 0.2 of a second right now. Harvick on the inside has his quarter panel, moving to take over the lead here. Harvick down low, Chase Elliott up high as they go through turns 1 and 2. And Harvick just can't quite finish the pass. Lapped cars all around them, so they're having issues getting through them as well. Stage 1, lap 40 of 75, lap 40 of 312 for the race. De Benedetto is now up to 3rd place. Still about 6.5 seconds behind the leader. But he did just pass Hamlin. They're calling the traction compound that they use on the track awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Check into that Laker game. It's currently tied 21-21. 2:31 remaining in the first quarter. So Elliott's lead is back up to about 0.6 of a second there. So Harvick didn't get it done when they were going through traffic there and fell back again. So now he's got to refocus and try to get back up there again. Now we got Larson and Logano battling, and that's for 7th and 8th. So Logano takes the spot from Larson and move into 7th. Once he got past him, he checked out quickly. So Harvick has recollected everything now, and that lead's dropping quickly. He's got it down to about 0.3 of a second again. And they're about to go to commercial again. So Fox goes to commercial, and we go to some intro music. A little bit of sody pop today on a Saturday. Alrighty, Lakers currently with a 25-23 lead. Clippers trying to tie it up underneath there. Alrighty, hopefully we get back from these commercials here pretty quick. Currently 3 viewers in the stream. I think all of them are me. Currently 4 viewers in the stream today. I'd like to ask you, if you find yourself here and you are so inclined, to please hit that subscribe button. Help out the channel today. Alrighty, and we're back from commercial. Back from commercial, race fans. Chase Elliott's led every one of the 48 laps so far. Harvick is now about 0.7 back, so Harvick trying to gather it together and get back to the front there. Showing a good battle on the track a little earlier between the 42, 18, and the 12. They seem like they've been together the whole race so far. But they're 4 cars under a blanket right there, trying for that 8th spot, I believe. Alrighty, Harvick is now on the bumper of Chase Elliott. Showtime. Let's go get him. So as we sit here, we've got the top. Let's go through the top 10 here. Elliott's in first. Harvick's about 2/10 back. D'Ambieto's about 8 seconds back. Hamlin in fourth. Logano in fifth. Amarola in sixth. Keselowski, Bowman, and Kyle Busch round out the top 9. So you've got, looks like the Fords are running strong there, as are the, actually the Fords are running strong right now. Alrighty, 3 wide. All right, Harvick now about to work over that bumper, that number 9. Chase Elliott. Chase trying to guard the low side. That's where Harvick wants to run. Just can't seem to get past him, though. Martin Truex started last in today's race, and he's currently 14th, so he's probably the biggest mover on the track. He's now setting his sight on the number 1 car, Kurt Busch, and he's going to pass him pretty easily on the inside going into turn 1. Stage 1, lap 56 of 75, 56 of 312 overall. Chase Elliott continues to lead by 0.2 of a second over Kevin Harvick in that Jimmy John's Ford. I'd like to welcome anyone showing up here into Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage today of the FanShield 500 from Phoenix, Arizona. Harvick going for the lead here, managed to get inside the quarter panel of Chase again. Again, they've got lap traffic that they're dealing with, that 38 car. So Harvick falls back a little bit, gathers up, and is going to make another try here shortly. Oh, we got someone in the wall. The 47 car is in the wall. In turn 2, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has wadded up that number 47 Ford pretty badly. Caution is on the track. So he was in 18th place when he spun out in turn 2. Brings caution to the track in stage 1. He backed it in pretty good. Backed in that driver's side quarter panel. Wadded it up. A big bless you goes out to my executive assistant, aka my wife. I don't know if you guys got that on the mic. So it's good to see they've got Chevrolet Silverados pacing the field at Phoenix today. Beautiful pace truck. So we're stage 1, lap 59 to 75, currently under caution. And pit road is still closed. So the pit crew's getting ready now. Man, a beautiful shot of some folks sitting up on the top of Rattlesnake Hill there. What a view of that track from up there. All righty, pit road is open. Most cars are coming down. 16 to go in stage one. I think most of the cars should take 4 tires here, even though there's just a little while left in the stage. But you're just gonna get run over. The lap times have gone down by about 2 seconds since the start of this race, so I imagine you're gonna get 4 tires and fuel since you're under caution here. Service completed on a number of the vehicles as they return to the field. Let's see how they come off pit road here. Service is finished on Harvick's number 4, Jimmy John's Ford. And the race off pit road, and Harvick gets out first, it looks like. I think it was Harvick coming off first. Yeah, so Harvick gets off. They're showing Stenhouse in the lead, but obviously he just had an accident, so he's not going to be the leader. But I think as they line up, Harvick should lead him to this green flag here shortly. And Fox goes to commercial. I'm going to step away for just one moment. I'll be back before they go green. All right, we are back. We are back just as they get ready for this restart. Here we go. Pace car off. Harvick leads the field to green. They fan out going down the backstretch. Harvick up high. Stays in front of Elliott and manages to take the lead going into 4. Let's go. Immediately takes about a 4-car lead on the field. Good racing through. Oh, we got one turned around. We got a bunch turned around. Hamlin, Blaney, and Keselowski all around. We're back under caution. Second caution of the race, lap 65 on the day. 11 to go in stage 1. Big damage on Hamlin in the rear quarter panel on the passenger side. and his car is all wadded up on the back end. Blaney looks like he has big damage on the front of the vehicle. So they were coming, looks like on the backstretch there. Going into 3 and 4 is where they all got together. And by the time they got through 4, yeah, that accident was happening all the way around the track. It was turn 1, it looks like, where they wadded up right in front of the stands. But the 3 cars, pretty high in the points, all 3 of them, I think. So Hamlin gets into Keselowski, and then Blaney is the 3rd car in and just didn't have anywhere to go. Oh, it's actually, it looked like Blaney turned into Hamlin first, who then turned into Keselowski. Kind of just a mess all the way around. Just a mess all the way around. Have a good day, dude.
Bye.
So we are back under caution in Phoenix. Quick check-in on the Laker game. You've got the Lakers 31, Clippers 33. 8:54 left in the second quarter. Offensive foul called on the Clippers there. Currently under commercial on the NASCAR side of the house. So I didn't put this feed out on social media this race. All I did was just go live. I mean, we had the thing up that said we were going to do this stream today. I was curious if it's the social media that drives viewership or if it's just searches through YouTube. But I haven't had many folks in here today, so I'm thinking it's probably the social media that drives the viewership. At least initially, I don't think we come up through the YouTube searches, just yet, because we're so new and we don't get the number of views that some of these folks get. So. $35-31. Clippers still continue to lead in that basketball game. The Sunday Showcase, they're calling it on ABC. Still in the commercial break for the NASCAR side. See if we've got a running order. So the current running order, as it shows on NASCAR.com, is Harvick, the leader, Elliott in second, Di Benedetto in third, Logano in fourth, Kyle Busch in fifth. And now it's shaken up a little bit. So now it's Harvick, Elliott, Logano, Benedetto. So, and Truex, who started last on the field, is up to fifth already. So he's about to be a problem. He is about to be a problem, race fans. All right, we've got 68 laps complete in the race. We're back to the race coverage. 6 laps remaining in this stage. Hamlin remains on pit road. Keselowski headed back down pit road for some more service. And it looks like the 12 car is in the garage getting put on jack stands. So out of the three that were in that accident there, Keselowski's back on the track, and his car looks the least damaged of the three. The biggest damage on the 11 FedEx Toyota of Hamlin's is that rear quarter panel on the passenger side there. And Blaney is officially out of the race. His car, like I said, on jack stands, and he is out of the car. So lap 70 of 312 here. The Chevrolet Silverado Pacetrack truck continues to pace the field. 6 to go in stage 1. They're still reporting debris in turn 3, so the safety crews will go out there and pick that up for these drivers. We should probably be at probably 4 to go before they throw the green, so it'll be a 4-lap shootout to end stage 1. They're showing interviews prior to the race with the drivers about the PJ1 compound that they put on the outside of the wall. So it's just something they spray on the track to make it more grippy is what the goal is. And it looks like it looked like it's probably about a 4-foot, no more than that, probably about a 12-foot swath from the wall where they applied that. Trying to promote some passing here at Phoenix. The Chevrolet Silverado Pace Truck is off and down pit road. They made a left turn, Milton, should you be in the channel wondering. And we're showing 5 to go. So when they take the green here, it'll probably be 4 to go, as I mentioned. All right, here we go. We're going through the Geico restart zone. Harvick on the outside. Pushes to the lead, clears both of the other cars, and he's going to lead him into turn 3, I think. Someone's coming down low. Yep, Harvick leads them all the way through. So Harvick to the lead. Got my green flag. All righty, and they're settling out. So the top 3 is Harvick, Elliott, Logano. So 3 to go in stage 1. Harvick trying to hold on for that stage 1 win. I think it'd be his first stage win this year. Field is kind of settled out through like the top 7 or so. Nothing real close going on. 2 to go. Elliott's setting his sights on Harvick. Harvick has about less than a 2/10 lead over Elliott. Harvick's driving a little bit higher on the track than Elliott is. Logano in 3rd. All right, 1 to go. Coming up on 1 to go. So final lap of stage 1, Harvick in the lead by about 3/10. Sails it off into turn 4. And here he goes. Harvick wins stage 1. So Harvick wins stage 1, Elliott in 2nd, Logano in 3rd, Di Benedetto in 4th, Kyle Busch in 4th, Bowman in 6th, Truex in 7th. They're saying that's Harvick's first stage win ever at Phoenix. Obviously, the stages didn't come into this deal until about 2 years ago. So, cool deal. So they're back to commercial during the stage break. I think I need to make a little flag graphic that has the green checkered flag, because that's for the stage wins instead of the yellow all the time. But so they're currently under caution for the stage break. 3 viewers currently in the chat. As always, we do ask you to please subscribe if you find yourself in the channel. Helps us out, helps us grow, so that we can keep putting out some content here on the weekends. Three viewers currently in the chat. And now we've got both the race in front of me and the Laker game on the side of me in commercial breaks. Put a little promo video up here for a minute. Let everybody see it. That's too cool. That's one of our new little toys. One of our new little toys there. All right, in that Laker game now, it looks like the Clippers have opened up a lead here. It's currently 43-36, Clippers lead with 5:21 remaining in the second quarter. Lakers wearing their Sunday whites today. But it's a Clippers home game, so they got the Clippers logos on the floor at the Staples Centers in Los Angeles. Currently in a commercial break for the race coverage today. They're coming back right. Nope, still in a commercial break. Stage 1 just completed. Kevin Harvick took home the stage win. We can look to the side here, and you can get an idea of the running order. They have not come down a pit road yet, or open pit road. We'll see how many come down. So the drivers are sitting with about 5 laps on their tires because of that caution just before the stage. Pit road opens, and Harvick and Chase stay out. The first one to come in is Logano in the 22. Looks like you got about 7 cars that stayed out, and the rest of the field came in. So make for an interesting restart. We got some folks on different pit cycles now, which always makes it more interesting. So Amarola in his pit box, it looks like he's taking 4 tires. I don't know how much a set of tires costs now in NASCAR, but that was an expensive set of tires for the number 10 car, because they rode him for 5 laps and then took him off the car. Logano in for service, Larson in for service as well. Looks like they're all putting 4 in fuel. Currently lap 80 of 312 under caution for the stage break. And they're coming off pit road. And so off pit road, you got Jones, Logano, Amarola, Reddick, and Boyer. Top 5, but of course you have those cars that did stay out on the track there. They're doing an interview with Logano in the car right now. And I just can't get over how nice it is up in Phoenix today. We continue to be overcast 3 hours to the south. The Clippers currently pulling away from the Lakers 47-38 with 4:34 remaining in the second quarter. Don't panic, Laker fans, though, because Lakers are a second half team this year. Mentioned before, Harvick just won stage 1. They're back to commercial again. Little bonus coverage for the Laker game. Lakers 47-38, 3:46 remaining. Clippers have the ball, kicks it underneath to Beverly. Ooh, Davis goes up to block it, lands awkwardly, gets helped up from the floor. He didn't block it, it bounced off the side of the hoop there. Caruso to Danny Green. Caruso gets it back, dribble drive down the lane, kicks it out to the side for a 3. Number 11 hit that. Boom, boom. So the top 5 as they run: Harvick, Elliott, DiBenedetto, Busch, and Bowman. Currently 3 viewers in the chat. Please, if you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button. So currently still under caution for the stage 1 break here at Phoenix. Seems like it's been a long break for the stage here. It shouldn't have taken that long. Okay, and the coverage is coming back right now. So 82 laps complete in the race. Chevy pace truck is pacing the field. They're still not doubled up yet, so they're not close to going green yet. Quick interview with Blaney, who's got it out of his car since his accident. Blaney doesn't get knocked out of a lot of races there. That was his first finish since Dover in, I think, 2 years ago. So no fault of his. He was just driving. Someone hit him from behind. Hey, just a quick check-in with the Laker game before they get going here. 49-45, the Lakers are coming back. 1:35 remaining in the second. Back to NASCAR. Okay, they're lined up too wide here. The Chevy Silverado pace truck peels off and down pit road. Harvick and Chase Elliott lead the field towards turn 1. Cars are weeble wobbling, going down that stretch, cleaning off any debris from those tires. Okay, and 84 of 312 is the lap number. Harvick leads him into the Geico green zone, and we're green, back to green in Phoenix. Harvick leads him. Gets a good distance on Elliott. Takes him into turn 3. And now 4. And he maintains that lead. He's going to lead him off into turn 1. Harvick driving high, Elliott driving low. 3 wide back in the field. A couple Stewart Haas cars battling for it going into turn 3. That's Boyer and Amarola, but it's just a gaggle of cars. Half the field is in that group going through turn 4. Stage 2, lap 11 of 115 currently. Keselowski was in that accident 5 laps before the end of the stage, is now moving up. He's back up to 8th already. So Harvick currently with a 4/10 lead on Elliott, with Busch back there as well, Kyle Busch, and Truex in 4th. Truex, as I mentioned, he started the race in dead last, so that was very impressive that he's come all the way through the field to be in the top 5 there. Check in on Jimmy Johnson in 14th. He's at, Jimmy got wiggly there coming through turn 2 just a couple laps ago and dirt tracked it around the turn. All right, Elliott is now on the bumper of Harvick, and he wants that lead. Elliott's led 61 laps so far. Harvick's led 26. Elliott goes to the inside to try to take over the lead. Gets 1 tire on Harvick's rear quarter panel, but Harvick motors up off the corner, headed into turn 3. So it's kind of a role reversal from earlier in the race here. Harvick tried hard early on to pass Elliott and could never do it. Now the tables have turned in Phoenix. Truex Jr. moves up to 4th. It's him and Logano battling, so it's him and they're just trading 4th and 5th at this time. The real battle right now continues to be Harvick, who's leading, and Elliott, who's less than 2/10 back, right on his rear bumper. Harvick's trying to stay up high, but trying to stay low enough so that Chase can't get a run on him. Chase underneath. It's side by side. And he gets the lead going into 3. Let's see if he can hold it. Harvick tries the crossover. Going into 4, but they break the coverage and look at something else. And the Elliott's take the lead now. Nope, Harvick now has the lead again. So they're battling, but the TV's showing the race about in 5th and 6th. Elliott back to the lead again. Mind of Milton makes his first appearance today. How you doing? How you doing today, Milton? All right, so Elliott starts to set sail here. He's got about a second lead on Harvick. The tracker is all over the place. It'll show 1 second, then it'll show 2/10, so it's really close. Good battle here for 3rd and 4th. You got Kyle Busch versus Logano, and Logano's going to take the advantage going into turn 3. Race is going good, Milton. Good. When I woke up this morning, I thought for sure that it would be raining up there. It's beautiful in Phoenix right now. We still got that overcast deal going down our way, huh? Harvick currently less than 2/10 away from Elliott, so they're still real close. Logano is in third, about a second back. So we've got lap 20 of 115 in stage 2, lap 95 of 312 in the race. Harvick is now to the bumper again of Elliott and trying to take over the lead. Alrighty, so Elliott brings that number 9 car through turn 4 with Harvick hot on his heels. And as they go into 1, Harvick's going low and Elliott's trying to stay at about the middle of the track. Looks like Austin Dillon is pushing up towards the wall in turn 2. Jimmy Johnson leading that group through turn 3. So they're doing a little intro on all the controls that they have in the car to adjust like brake bias and things that help you get through the turns better. So all right, the Austin Dillon, the number 3 Bass Pro Shops car, is on pit road. The lead continues to be about 0.2 of a second. Elliott still leads with Logano about a second back for third. The good battle for fourth now, Keselowski versus Kyle Busch. And Keselowski takes that spot. Busch does a crossover. And they're running side by side, headed into what looks like turn 1. Fox goes side by side coverage. Harvick moving up on the lead again. Takes a peek inside. As they go through turn 4. You just can't seem to get underneath him. He gets close and then fades back. Shortly, they'll start coming up on lap cars. What are you up today, Milton? What are you doing with your Sunday before we go back to work? Amarola and Byron back there battling. Amarola trying to take that position on the inside. Goes low through the dog leg. As they enter turn 1, Harvick is trying to get underneath Elliott. Just can't seem to get by his side. He gets right to his bumper, like I said, and then fades back. All right, there he goes, trying to get him again. Trying to get him again, going into turn 1. Trying to motor past him, gets underneath his rear quarter as they exit turn 2. They head down the dog leg. Harvick goes low. Looks like he's going to make the pass. And Harvick takes over the lead. Chase trying to do the crossover as they go into 4. Doesn't work, so Harvick's your new race leader at Phoenix. So Harvick's leading, then you got Elliott, and then you got Austin Dillon, who's come off pit road. And now he's got 4 fresh tires, so he's kind of right in the middle of this thing, even though he's a lap down. He's just kind of being the agitator between the leader and the second place car. Harvick passes the start-finish line. His lead is now half a second over Chase Elliott in second. Logano's in third, about a second back, with Keselowski in 4, about a second and a half behind. So the real car that Harvick's racing now, it looks like, is the 3 of Austin Dillon, which is a couple laps down and on new tires, so he'll probably pass Harvick here shortly. Keselowski sitting back there after being in that accident is now in fourth, passing his teammate Joey Logano for third. Harvick kind of checking out a little bit now. He's got a full second lead over Elliott and almost 2 seconds over Keselowski in third, who's still battling with Logano, and they're trading spots back and forth. Stage 2, lap 32 of 115 at Phoenix. Good little battle in the back of the field for Ross Chastain, who's filling in for Ryan Newman, still out injured from his wreck at Daytona. Newman was at the track this week. I saw some video of him. He's actually on the pit box today. Looks good. He says he doesn't feel anything, any ill effects from the wreck. I'm sure it's NASCAR that's going to have to clear him before he can come back and race, though. Harvick's lead is about 3/4 of a second at this point. Okay, they're showing Kyle Larson currently. They're doing a little profile on him. Not sure why, because he's not even in the top 10 that I can see. But Larson's had 223 starts. He's got 6 wins on his career, 22 second place finishes. That's crazy. And 100 top 10s. I've never got why they didn't do better than they do, because they're such a well-funded team. You know, big sponsors, McDonald's. Alrighty, Keselowski up there now, and he looks like he wants a piece of Chase Elliott. Hamlin is back on the racetrack, a number of laps down, but the battle right now is for second place there. Keselowski wants second. Elliott wants to keep it. Harvick now over a second lead on both of them. So far, old Elliott is holding him off. They're reporting how the 2 Penske cars are running the fastest laps on the track. So you've got Keselowski and Logano in third and fourth. Harvick sailing it off into turn 4. Heads down the front stretch. Currently a second lead on second place car. Harvick takes it low through the entry to turn 1, and then kind of lets it ride out at the start-finish line coming off turn 4. Kind of all over the track. There's no... Usually when I've been at the races that Harvick has won, he's stayed on the bottom almost the entire race. But he's searching for grip. Because I'm sure Rodney Childress, the crew chief, has relayed to him that those 2 Penske cars are coming. Keselowski again making a move on Elliott for second. He gets to his inside, has a little nose in front of him. Going to try to clear him before they get out of this turn. And he clears him. So Keselowski moves into second place. Currently a second and a half behind Harvick, who is leading. Lap 40 of 115 in stage 2. Lap 115 of 312 in the race. They're showing Michael Waltrip having some food with some fans, and it looks like Phoenix has those 2-foot-long hot dogs for sale again. Currently in commercial break. Currently 4 viewers in the chat. We'd like to ask you, if you are so inclined, to please subscribe to Valhalla Sports Talk, a new YouTube channel. We're just getting started here. We're just over a month or so into this deal and trying to get bigger. The goal for the channel is just to have some fun, and we're going to be following a lot of teams. So we're going to follow the Minnesota Vikings in football, and we're going to be following the Lakers and the Dodgers and the LA Kings, and then we'll be following some NASCAR stuff. We also do some XFL stuff for the Houston Roughnecks. That'll be the primary focus of our content. We'll do a lot of the live streams, but we're going to start doing some content that has to do with like comedy skits and things like that. That's going to start up this week. So please follow us, check it out, see what you think. The bonus coverage today, of course, of the Lakers, who are on the TV to my left, and I think they're currently in the halftime break. We've got that in halftime, and then we got the NASCAR race currently in their break, commercial break. Harvick continues to lead, and I think he's about to have some company from Mr. Elliott. From Brad Keselowski. I can't believe how well he's still running after that accident, because he hit the wall quite a bit when he got surprised by Mr. Hamlin. If you find yourself in the channel, please come into the chat, say hello, let us know what you're thinking today. If you happen to be at the race in Phoenix, especially, check in, let us know what you're seeing, who you're rooting for. Looks like a beautiful day up there for racing. And they're coming back from the commercial break currently on Fox. 120 laps complete. And they're doing a review of the Coke drivers, the folks that are sponsored by Coke. So Logano in 3rd, Suarez in 28th, Hamlin in 30th, Dillon in 32nd, and Wallace in 35th. So Coke isn't doing very well today. Bubba Wallace, they're showing, just hit the wall in turn 3. He kept going, so we're still under green, but probably going to have to come in and get some service for that number 43 Richard Petty machine. Harvick's lead at this point is 1.25 seconds. And we're at stage 2. 48 of 115 is the lap count. 123 of 312 total. That Laker game, I missed the score. It was 53. I think the Clippers are winning. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk today for our coverage of the FanShield 500 from Phoenix, Arizona. The 4th race of the NASCAR season. Currently the rookie running order, Tyler Reddick is in 6th, Cole Custer 16th, Christopher Bell 17th, John Hunter Nemechek 20th. Brennan Poole is, I think, in 30th something. So the 2020 Cup rookies are running better than the Coca-Cola family drivers currently. Harvick's lead on Keselowski is about 1.5, so a second and a half or so, but he's coming quick. And Logano has now moved into 3rd, passing Chase Elliott. Truex kind of just settled into 5th now after coming all the way through the field from last to get into the top 10. He's sitting in 5th, about 4 seconds back from the leader. John Hunter Nemechek, the rookie, is in there, back there battling Kurt Busch for a position. A lot of young drivers in NASCAR right now coming up through. Chase Elliott is now getting mowed down. They're starting to pass him pretty regular now. Truex gets past him for 4th place. And Tyler Reddick's probably the next one. He's moving to his inside to try to take that spot as well. So once Chase lost the lead there and got out of that clean air, he kind of started dropping back through the field now and starting to get picked off one by one. Harvick's lead continues to be about 1.7 over Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. So we got 3 Fords leading the field, 1, 2, 3. Martin Truex is the first Toyota in 4th. Stage 2, currently 54 of 115 is the lap count. Lap 129 of 312 in the race. Quick check into the Laker game. The Lakers have just taken a lead, 54-53, with 10:30 remaining in the 3rd. So that lead for Harvick is down now to just over a second to Keselowski. Logano looks to be fading a little bit. He's almost 3 seconds back now. Harvick now moving through lap traffic. Starting to see cars that are really slow with broken bumpers. But Keselowski is now moving. He's under a second now and gaining fast on the 4 car. Turn 4, we got one up in the wall. Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon, and the caution is out. Trying to get my little caution flag to come out here. Don't want to work. I don't know why it doesn't sometimes, but we are under caution at Phoenix. Looks like Austin went into the wall in about turn 3. The right front went down. So we're under caution. He's still rolling around the track, going to try to get to pit road. Kicks out the tread from his tire. And the pit crews start to get ready on pit road. Now we'll find out who pits here. I'm going to step away from the camera for just a moment. We'll leave you with some music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, race fans, we are back from our little break there. Currently under caution at Phoenix. Looks like they've come off pit road, and it looks like it was a bad exchange for Mr. Harvick there. It looks like he's down in 6th place. So not sure what happened there. Because I was away using the little announcer's room, getting me some Pringles. Check in with the Laker game. The Clippers are up 55-54 with 9:29 remaining in the third. Still in a commercial break for this yellow flag at Phoenix. If you find yourself in the channel, please come on in, say hello. I'm a little lonely in here. Ain't got nobody to talk to. So according to the old NASCAR.com, they're lined up Elliott in first, Keselowski in second, Truex in third, Kyle Busch in fourth, Logano in fifth, and Harvick is in sixth. So something must have happened on that pit road, or maybe some of these guys just took 2 tires. Sure, they'll let us know when they come back from break. What the hell? They're showing a commercial for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they're serving donuts with chicken. So, donut cut in half with a piece of fried chicken in the middle. Hit the comments down there and tell us if you would eat a donut with fried chicken in the middle of it. I'm going to say I'm to be decided, because I don't think I would do that. Still in the commercial break. Bonus coverage over on the other TV. Lakers are now leading the Clippers 59-54. All right, so they're talking about pit stops that happened while we were away, and looks like Logano had an uncontrolled tire, so he's about to visit with the NASCAR police, and they're going to send him to the rear end of the longest line. Sorry about that. Can't remember what number the police was. Yeah, that tire got away from him really badly. 59-55, Lakers beating the Clippers with 8:26 to go. All right, so they're saying there wasn't a penalty or nothing on Harvick, but he had a 15-second stop, so they had trouble on the left front tire. And if you've been a Kevin Harvick fan for any length of time, you know that this is usually where he becomes the nicest guy in the world when it takes a long time on pit road. Actually, he gets very angry. He gets very angry. But they're lined up double wide here. Pace truck is off the field. We're about to go green flag with Chase Elliott leading him to the green, coming through the Geico restart zone. Green flag at Phoenix. Chase Elliott bumps out to the lead. They spread out going down the backstretch dog leg, headed into turn 3. Elliott doesn't have much of a lead. Looks like Keselowski's giving him everything he wants. Keselowski to the inside, Elliott to the outside. They get together a little bit, it looked like. Here comes Truex underneath. Takes the lead from everybody. Harvick in tow. So Truex now is leading this race. So it's Truex Jr., Elliott, and Harvick as the top 3. Truex went from worst to first in this race. Started dead last on the field. Doing a replay currently of that restart. So Truex, Elliott, Keselowski is the running order now. Harvick in fourth. Boyer's moving in on Harvick, trying to take fourth spot from him on his inside. They run side by side, headed into turn 3, I believe that is. .50 to go in stage 2. Lap 141 of 312 in the race. Here comes Elliott trying to take the lead from Truex on his inside. Passes him, going into turn 2, I believe. And Elliott sails back to the lead. Truex and Keselowski battling hard for second. Alrighty, and they're rounding out through down the old front stretch at Phoenix. And Keselowski takes that position going into turn 1. So now we're Elliott, Keselowski, Truex, Harvick is your top 4. Boyer tried to get past into that top 4 there and then dropped 2 spots. So he's now back to 6th. Let me get that green flag off the screen, guys. Sorry, race fans. I got to remember to do all my executive producer duties as well. So many responsibilities in the YouTube life. So 47 to go in stage 2. Biggest movers since the restart, you've got Logano at +11, Cole Custer at +5, and Eric Almirola at +5, with Harvick at +4. So Elliott's got the lead now, about a half-second lead over Keselowski. Truex has fallen back to almost 2 seconds back in third. Still can't stop thinking of that Kentucky Fried Chicken, donut and chicken. I've never heard of such a thing. Harvick making a move on Truex, passes him fairly easy. Harvick's in third, about 2 seconds back from the leader. Currently 4 viewers in the chat. We ask you to find yourself in the channel today. Please stop in, say hello, hit us up. Hit us up in the chat. That's what makes this fun. So Elliott continues to lead. He's now 7 tenths in front of Keselowski, with Harvick about 2.5 seconds behind. Johnson just passed Almirola for 8th. Joey Logano, who got that speeding penalty on the penalty on pit road for losing his tire, coming through the field now, starting to get back up front there. Elliott's lead over Keselowski is now over a second. Stage 2, there's 42 laps to go in the stage. We're currently on lap 150 of 312. .150 of 312. Tyler Reddick and Clint Boyer battling back there for 7th and 6th. Reddick has it, I believe, and Boyer wants it. Boyer on the inside, Reddick on the outside. Reddick, of course, a rookie in the NASCAR series this year. So 40 laps to go in stage one, and NASCAR goes to commercial. To commercial they go. Put a little music in the channel for the commercial. As folks, if you find yourself in the channel today or watching it at a later date, please hit that subscribe button. Help out Valhalla Sports Talk. And I can't get my Pringles out of the Pringle can. Watching myself eat on the camera there, I probably need to close my mouth when I'm chewing. Still in a commercial break here for the NASCAR race in Phoenix. The bonus coverage today, as I mentioned, is Lakers-Clippers on the TV to my left, and currently the Clippers are leading 66-65 with 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. NASCAR remains in a commercial break today. Alrighty, they're back from commercial. It looks like we got some takers on pit road. Chase Elliott on pit road in that 9 car. Reported he had a loose wheel on left front and decided to come down pit road. So that, I think he was in the lead when that occurred. So now we got Keselowski in first with Harvick in second, 2.2 seconds back. Yeah, so the number 9 car is going to go a lap down now. Pretty tough not to go a lap down at Phoenix. So reported a loose wheel and then came down pit road. Currently 32 laps remaining in stage 2 at Phoenix. So they're doing the typical thing they do in Phoenix. They show what we call Rattlesnake Hill and the view from up there. Not nearly the number of folks up there that there used to be, because almost all the festivities at Phoenix have moved to the opposite side of the track through turns 1 and 2. All right, currently on the track, you've got 2 Stewart-Haas teammates battling for 7th and 6th. That's Clint Boyer and Eric Almirola. Almirola has the 6th spot, and Boyer wants it. Keselowski now almost 2 seconds up on Harvick, 3 seconds up on Truex. Battle back there for 10th and 11th. Logano just passed Cole Custer for 10th. And of course, Logano was penalized on that last round of pit stops for a tire that got away from his crew. So he's making his way back up through the field rather quickly. Elliott back on the track and motoring around circles. He's trying to get his lap back. He's currently 28th, one lap down. Wants to try to get up a few more spots, so he's the first car a lap down and in that lucky dog position should the caution come out on the track. I'd like to welcome anyone joining us today. The Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of the FanShield 500 NASCAR race from Phoenix Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. It's actually in, where is that track at? Avondale, Arizona is where the track is located. .27 to go in stage 2, 164 of 312 in the race. Keselowski's lead seems to be going down a little bit. Harvick's within about a second and a half of him now. Chase Elliott moving up through the field now, like I said, because he's on new tires. So he's gonna be motoring past even like the leader at this point, because that's how much a difference a new set of tires makes at Phoenix. Keselowski's lead is kind of stabled out at a 1.5 second. Harvick can't seem to close it in anymore. That bonus Laker coverage we got going today, Lakers lead 77-74, 3:02 remaining over the Clippers. 3:02 in the third quarter. Alrighty, Harvick digging into that lead now. It's down to like 1.3 at times. They're obviously in lap traffic, so that could have a lot to do with the distance between the two of them. Jimmy Johnson currently up in 8th place, 8 seconds back from the lead, but he's been kind of moving up a little at a time every stage. So I mean every few laps. So Logano now up to 9th already. Tyler Reddick putting a move on Kyle Busch in the 18. Man, Reddick is now in 2nd place. 4th place, excuse me. Yeah, Reddick in 4th now, 3.79 seconds back from the leader. .21 laps to go in stage 2. Lap 170 of 312 in the race. Keselowski's lead continues to be about 1.5 seconds over Harvick. Martin Truex in 3rd, about 3 seconds back, and Tyler Reddick in 4th, about 3.6 seconds left from the leader. NASCAR or Fox is going side by side with their race coverage. It looks to be a beautiful day in Phoenix. Sun's out. As I mentioned before, I'm about 3.5 hours south of the racetrack, and we've currently got cloudy skies and a threat of rain. .19 to go in stage 2. Keselowski continues to lead in today's race. NASCAR.com showing 1.348 is the bogey between the two of them. Like the field spread out quite a bit. Kyle Busch, a quiet fifth place run today. Usually anything Kyle Busch does isn't quiet, and I haven't heard him mentioned once in the telecast. The TV telecast, I've mentioned him a couple times, but he happens to be sitting in fifth. All three of the Stewart-Haas cars are in, actually three of the four Stewart-Haas cars are in the top 10, with Custer in 11th. So almost all four of those Stewart-Haas cars are in the top 10. "16 laps to go in Stage 2 at Phoenix Raceway in the FanShield 500. "138 laps to go in the race, 15 to go in Stage 2. Harvick currently in second. His high was first and his low was sixth today. He's had 60 laps led on the day. So let's go. Let's go, Mr. 4. The top Toyota performers today are Truex in third, Kyle Busch in fifth, Eric Jones in 14th, and Christopher Bell in 18th. 14 laps to go in Stage 2 at Phoenix. All right, that distance between Harvick and Keselowski is going down right now. It's almost just 1 second to the leader. Chase Elliott still trying to work his way through the field to get back that lap that he lost when he lost that right front tire. He just passed Riddick, who is sitting in fourth, so he doesn't have much more to go before he could get a shot at getting his lap back. So now Keselowski, who's the race leader, he just passed J.J. Yaley, which means that if Elliott doesn't get up there and get past the race leader, he's not currently in the lucky dog position. So if caution were to come out, he'd still be a lap down. And we know caution is about to come out because 12 laps from now, Stage 2 is going to end. Chase gets past Martin Truex Jr., so now he's about 2.86 seconds, meaning Elliott is about 3 seconds back from passing Keselowski to get his lap back. "11 laps to go in Stage 2. Lap 180 of 312 in the race. Bonus Laker coverage currently in that game. The Lakers lead 85-80 with 3.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bonus Laker coverage. You don't get that just anywhere. You only get that in the high quality YouTube channels like Valhalla Sports Talk. You get NASCAR and basketball. Where else are you going to get coverage of both those sports? I don't know. I think it's only here. That's just my guess. So 10 to go in Stage 2, 9 to go in Stage 2, 182 of 312 on the lap counter. Keselowski's lead on Kevin Harvick is down to less than a second right now. Harvick's got 9 laps to get his butt up there and take this Stage 2 victory. Chase Elliott trying hard to get up there and get that lap back, but Keselowski keeps passing guys that are next up in the lucky dog position. So proving not to be real easy for Mr. Elliott to get back on the lead lap. Back in the field there, you got a 3-car battle between Jimmy Johnson, the 42 of Larson, and the 41 of Cole Custer. They seem like they've been racing together the entire race. So that'll be a 9th, 10th. Alex Bowman, they check in on him. He's had a tough day. Started 8th. Then he moved up to 7th on lap 46th. He's currently back in the 20s with 6 to go in the second stage today. Keselowski's lead on Harvick is now less than a half a second. So let's go. Go up there and get him. For the win, for the cup. That's what we say. So you got like two things going on here. You got the regular race, and then you've got Chase Elliott trying to get up there to get his lap back, and they're all converging right now. All them cars are together on the track with 5 to go in this stage. Elliott's also like battling the cars that he's battling for the lucky dog position, and they're all up in that area too. So it'd be an exciting end of the stage here. 4 to go in stage 2. Harvick is now within 4/10 of a second of Keselowski. The car right behind him is Chase Elliott. So just a reminder that Elliott has fresher tires than that 4 car of Harvick. So he might be Keselowski's best friend as far as keeping him in the spot to get this chase. I mean, the stage win today. 3 to go in stage 2. They close pit road as we approach the end of the stage. 2 to go in stage 2. Harvick isn't gaining on Keselowski at all. As a matter of fact, Elliott's about to get on his rear quarter panel and probably take that spot. Oh, we got a smoker. We got a smoker, and caution is out on the track with 2 to go in the stage. Car coming around smoking badly. It's Garrett Smithley in the 51 Jacobs Chevrolet. So that's going to freeze the field. Caution comes out at lap 190 on the track. So as that ends there, that'll mean Elliott will get back on the lead lap there. He'll end up as the lucky dog and get put back on the lead lap. And I think the stage will end with Keselowski taking the stage win. All right, so we're in the stage 2 break here. I'm going to break away for just a moment. And I will be right back. Of course, this stuff isn't working. Try it the old-fashioned way. Let's try it the old-fashioned way here. Might help if I turn on the mic. As I said, they just came off pit road. So as they come off pit road, we'll get a running order here shortly. Lap 195 of 312. This is the last stage in today's race. Bonus coverage of the Laker game here on Valhalla Sports Talk today. You've got the Lakers pulling away from the Clippers 90-81 with 9:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. So let's go. Maybe we can get a Laker win and a Harvick win on Valhalla Sports Talk.